everybody. Welcome to the Raw Online Report. This is a special breaking news edition because the list for the 2019 Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic Open Men's Bodybuilding was finalized and posted today. So we now know who will be going for that title. And I want to say I'm always excited about the Arnold. My first Arnold Classic I ever attended was way back in 1995. The show had only been around since 1989. Seen a lot of great Arnold Classic events since then. First class production, love it. Arnold, Jim Larmer, Bob Larmer, the whole team there in Columbus does a fantastic job. So let's look at who's going in. Last year's champion, or actually we're still in 2018 as we speak now. So this year's current champion, William Bonac, the Conqueror, he's coming back looking to get 2 wins in a row, which has been done before at the Arnold. It has been won a couple times in a row by people over the years. But Bonac's going to have his hands full because we have Rolly Winkler coming back to the Arnold. Rolly seems to have really figured his physique out very well. He won the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic Australia earlier this year and then jumped all the way from someone who had never made top 5 at the Olympia all the way to 3rd. People were saying, a lot of people were saying he could have even been higher. He was the people's champion. Rolly's got a tremendous physique. He's got a little more height, definitely some more width and more mass on Bonac. Bonac is no slouch. It's going to be a battle. And they're not the only ones. We have Brendan Currie coming back to the Arnold. Oh, I should remind everyone that Rolly, this is a very historic Arnold Classic for Rolly because 2019 will be 10 years to the day that he won his pro card at the Arnold Amateur. That was in 2009. So he wants, for very sentimental reasons, to win this Arnold Classic. Not that he's not going to train and diet hard anyway, but I think he's got a little extra incentive. Back to Brandon Currie. Brandon Currie was 5th place at the Olympia. That was the first time he's been in the top 5. Brandon is 5'7.5", 250 pounds on stage with beautiful shape. Condition is something he's going to keep pushing for more and more with his coach Abdullah. He's in Kuwait right now. They've already started preparing for it. So Brandon is going to have all his guns blazing for that show. Cederick Mcmillian, the 2017 Arnold champion, he's coming back. I know Cedric would love to win the show again. And Cedric is no slouch. You can't ever count Cedric out. Beautiful shape, beautiful structure, plenty of mass. Condition, you know, sometimes is better than others. He seems to pull it off better at certain shows. And the Arnold Classic is one of the ones he usually does look better in the spring and not quite as sharp in the fall shows. So he's going to be tough to beat. Charles Dixon, Charles the Tank, because the 212 division has been discontinued due to lack of interest on the part of the 212 competitors. But Charles Dixon says, you know what, I'll go do open, and he's doing it. So, you know, he'll be in the mix. He's a thick man. Steve Kukla, always a crowd favorite. Steve's won the Arnold Classic Brazil in the past. He's won a few shows. He's got a great physique, tremendous shoulder width, beautiful shape. He does come in peeled. I can't say I've ever really seen him off. So Steve's going to be tough. Josh Lonardo, we have not seen Josh on stage at all since the 2017 Olympia, I believe. You know, he was there when Dallas passed away. He was staying with Dallas, and that had a deep impact on him. So he took some time away from competing, but he is coming back. And Josh Lonardo, massive, nice shape, gets peeled. I saw him win the Tampa Pro in 2017 with ease. He was just dominating. A lot of fans of Josh, who's in Australia. He has a lot of fans around the world who've been waiting for him to come back. So it's going to be great to see Josh back up there. Victor Martinez, still going strong, 45 years old. Victor was the 2007 Arnold Classic champ. That's also the year that he got a very controversial second at the Mr. Olympia to Jay Cutler. So Victor's still got some gas left in the tank. He's coming back. And, you know, when Victor's on point with condition and everything, he's very tough. He'll be up there. UK's Luke Sando coming back. Luke did the show this year, I believe it was. Condition wasn't very good, but when he's in shape, which I'm sure he'll be in much better shape because some things he had to figure out with his physique and peaking that I think he's figured out now. Luke's going to be tough competitor. Akhom Williams. Akhom is someone who also I think has struggled with peaking in condition in the past, but I think he might be getting a really good handle on it. because when I saw him in Toronto take second to Juan Morel, that was the best I'd ever seen Akhom. He just looked fantastic. Tons and tons of mass, phenomenal arms and legs, just a massive, massive guy. One guy who I thought might have been in the show, but I guess they didn't, because they can only accept. Arnold Classics, just so you know, is an invitation only. You apply for it, and they consider your applications. They send out to the list of applications to some people in the industry and judges and everything. You know, some people where they seek out opinions on who these people collectively feel should and shouldn't be invited to compete. Quincy Winkler, Rolly's younger brother, wanted to do it, but did not get the go ahead. We do have a gentleman from Russia, Mikael Vollentine. I've never heard of him, but I've been surprised by some of these guys in the past, how good they are. And last but not least, in the Open, Raphael Brand, the young guy from Brazil, did a lot of shows last year. Looked better in the earlier shows and sort of faded as they went on. It was a lot. He did a lot of shows in a short amount of time. Took some time away, and I'm sure he's made improvements. Beautiful shape on this kid. Small waist. He's got all the tools. He's like a bigger version of a classic physique competitor. He's got that really exaggerated flair, the V-taper, and everything you want to see, shape-wise and structure-wise. So Raphael is going to be there. Classic, we have not had a confirmation, a final list posted on Classic Physique, but I know George Double Peterson, he's headed into the show, and my money's on him because he's third place in the Mr. Olympia twice in a row, and the two guys who beat him both years, Breon Ansley and Chris Bumstead, neither one's going to be in this Arnold Classic. Bumstead for sure is not going to be in it. I've heard from very reliable sources Breon won't be in it. Arash won't be in it, who was runner-up last year. So George has beaten all those other guys who are going to be competing at the Classic Physique division at the Arnold already. So I don't see him having a whole lot of opposition, assuming he shows up in great shape, which he always does. So Danny Hester, former Mr. Olympia, a Classic Physique Olympia champion, is coming back. Steve Laureus from New York, who was 7th at the Olympia, he's got his application in. Courage Opara, who I was very, very impressed with this year at the Arnold. He's coming in. Like to see that guy lean, and I think he's going to be deadly. Wesley Vissers, the real young guy with the Arnold-like physique from the Netherlands. Wesley was off his game at the Olympia, so did not place, but has a lot of potential. If he figures out his condition, he's definitely going to be up in the mix. And Cullen Chakali, had to throw him in there. A guy from Canada, because I interviewed him on Ronline. Great guy, great physique. He's also doing it. Figure, I see that Sydney Gillen, the reigning Olympia champ, has submitted her application. I assume they'll accept her, and I assume she'll win. She's just that good. Women's physique, Shanique Grant is not doing it. She's not enlisted. Neither is, I should say, but the runner-up to her, Talia Cuomo, the 21 or 20, she must be like 22 by now, by way of Brazil, now living in the U.S. Natalia's in it, so if you go by who did what at the Olympia and how their track records, that's my pick at this point for women's physique. And on the men's physique, I'm not going to go through that, but I saw Sadiq Hadzovic is back in men's physique. He tried Classic, didn't work out that well for him. Personally, I think he does have a better men's physique type of shape and structure. He's more suited to that, and I think that's where he'll really shine. So he'll be a force. Last thing I want to mention is wheelchair, because we have three-time Arnold Classic wheelchair pro champion Harold King Kong Kelly, who I had on Ronline about a month ago. He's coming back to go for title number 4, but he's going to have some nice competition, some serious competition in the form of California's Chris Dim, who was a very good IFBB pro until he was sidelined by a heart problem that eventually, due to an infection, led to paralysis. He's been in a wheelchair for a few years now. So, he decided I'm going to do, he announced it on the Ron line a few weeks ago. He was going to come back and do the Arnold Classic wheelchair, and he also wants to do the Olympia. So it'd be amazing. I can't wait to see Chris up there again. He's just started hard training for it. Seeing Chris in shape again, it's been a long time. It's been 10 years since he's been on stage. I'm very much looking forward to Chris up there again. That is a quick breaking news on the Arnold Classic. So looking at it right now, It's already shaping up to be an excellent show. Can't wait for it. It's only about 10 weeks away. I'll be there with Giles and the whole crew. Can't wait to do some excellent coverage again. I love that show. They treat us very well there, which I always appreciate. Thank you guys, to Lorimers and Matt Lors and Brent Lalonde, the whole team over there. Can't thank them enough. They treat us very well, give us all the access we need. And it's Arnold. Who doesn't love just being around Arnold and seeing Arnold? It's a pretty cool thing for us. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.